friends! Welcome to Canary at Home. I'm Lacey, and today we'll be starting our first lesson in a series of color mixing art projects. I like to call this lesson Little Blue and Little Yellow, inspired by the book by Leo Leone. Leo Leone is one of my favorite artists and illustrators. Little Blue and Little Yellow. This is Little Blue. Here he is at home with Papa and Mama Blue. Little Blue has many friends, but his best friend is Little Yellow, who lives across the street. How they love to play hide and seek and ring around the roses. In school, they sit in neat rows. And after school, they run and jump. One day, Mama Blue went shopping. "You stay home," she said to Little Blue. But Little Blue went out to look for Little Yellow. Alas, the house across the street was empty. He looked here and there and everywhere until suddenly, around a corner, there was Little Yellow. Happily, they hugged each other. What happens when they hug? And they hugged each other until they were green. Then they went to play in the park. They ran through a tunnel. They chased Little Orange. They climbed a mountain. And when they were tired, they went home. But Papa and Mama Blue said, "You are not our Little Blue. You are green." And Papa and Mama Yellow said, "You are not our Little Yellow. You are green." Little Blue and Little Yellow were very sad. They cried big blue and yellow tears. They cried and cried until they were all tears. When they finally pulled themselves together, they said, "Will they believe us now?" Mama Blue and Papa Blue were very happy to see their Little Blue. And they hugged and kissed him. And they hugged Little Yellow too. But look, they became green. Now they knew what had happened. And so they went across the street to bring the good news. They all hugged each other with joy, and the children played until supper time. The end. So when Little Blue and Little Yellow hugged each other, they made a new color. Little Blue and Little Yellow are primary colors. They're two of three primary colors that are yellow, blue, and red. And when those colors mix, we get new colors. Little Blue and Little Yellow made green. So today we have many different materials, Little Blue and Little Yellow materials, and we're going to work with all of those materials to see what happens to our colors when we combine, mix, paste, and paint. The materials that you'll need to pull out from your process pack for today's lesson are a large piece of white paper, blue and yellow circles, blue and yellow stickers, a glue stick, yellow liquid watercolor, and then this is blue liquid watercolor, white, yellow, and blue oil pastels, and your paintbrushes. Let's get started. So first I'm going to start with my Little Blue and Little Yellow circles. We have big circles, we have medium circles, and we have small circles in different shades and tones of blue and yellow. And we're gonna collage those circles onto our paper. You can also use your stickers on this part of the project. Now I have a question for you. With these two paper circles, if they hug, will they mix? Let's see. Nope, not really. Paper doesn't mix the same way as paint, but you can overlap your shapes to change the shape underneath. Now I'm gonna start to choose the circles that I want and glue them down on my paper. This is called arranging, when we choose where our shapes will go on our composition. When I put one circle on top of another, that's called overlapping. I wonder if you'll overlap today. I'm going to take my time to put my little blues and little yellows all over my paper. Maybe I'll use some of the stickers too. If you use the stickers, you don't need glue. Next, I'm going to explore our oil pastels on my background paper. Let me ask you another question. Will these materials mix to make a new color? Let's find out. I'm going to start with a little blue. And then I'm going to overlap a little yellow on top. Ooh, what's happening? Pastels do mix. And you could even spread them with your finger to see what happens. You can draw lines around your page. You could add pastel on top of your circles and see if that makes a new color. Finally, we're going to explore the liquid watercolor paint, the yellow and blue paint cups. Now, what do you think will happen when our paints mix? Let's find out. I'm going to add it to my artwork. Ooh. Look what happens with the pastel when you put the paint on top. Watch the way the pastel pushes the paint away. That's because oil and water do not mix. I'm going to pick up my other brush for the yellow. And look at the way those colors mix. I want you to really take your time to explore spreading the paint on your whole paper. There's also more sheets of paper if you finish one and you want to try a new one. But make sure you save some for our final project. So I've used all my materials on my background paper. I've collaged with circles and stickers. I've explored drawing with the oil pastels and mixing those colors together. And finally, I added this beautiful layer of watercolor paint, and it was so much fun to see how those colors hugged to create the different types of greens on my page. Now it's your turn. I can't wait to see what you're going to make. I hope that you'll use all of your materials and explore their mixing in different ways. And I hope that you will also send us images of your final work, tag us on Instagram @OCanaryArt, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have fun, guys.